Okay, all right. Let me answer that question because I'm gonna answer it on Instagram as well. Why would a guy eat before the date? It depends. So a guy like me, like I have to eat a lot because if I don't eat a lot, I'll be like I'll get skinny, you know. So so for me, I have to eat a lot, and what I'll do is if I know that I'm gonna get to dinner in an hour, it's gonna take like another hour or whatever before the food actually is served and in front of me, you know? So I may eat basically a meal right before the dinner. And it's not even like about being cheap or trying to save money or whatever, because I spend a lot of money on dinners. God. I spend a lot of money on dinners actually, but I think that maybe he's like a guy's because guys have to eat all the time if they want to get big and work out or whatever. They have to like eat all the time. And so for me, I would eat like an hour before I go to dinner because I know that I'm gonna have to eat again in a couple of hours anyways. So by the time I actually get the food in front of me anyways, then there you go. I'd eat before dinner. Does that make sense? But that's just me. I don't know, maybe this guy's just trying to be cheap or something. He could be. That backdrop, yeah, thanks. Hey Russell, do you do intermittent fasting? No. Yeah, it could be he doesn't want to be controlled by his stomach. Yeah, I guess I wouldn't say that necessarily. It's hard to celebrate your personal success when it's driving us apart. Is that toxic? I don't know who said that. Is that like something your boyfriend or girlfriend said? I'm actually curious about that one. That's a good one. Here's the answer though, generally speaking. If the person that you're with, man or woman, is not supportive of what you're doing and can't celebrate with you through the arduous journey that is the path to what you consider a successful life, why are you with that person? What the fuck is the point? You get what I'm saying? To just be in squalor at the bottom forever, where there's, I guess it's just, I don't know, sex, and then outside of that, it's they're not with you on the journey of your life that of ultimate like improvement for yourself and more or less making something of yourself. If somebody tells you that it's hard to celebrate your wins in your life because they think that your wins is now somehow driving you apart because you're working or busy all the time, that's just not the right person for you. Obviously, you get what I'm saying? Like, you shouldn't be with a person who is going to hold you back in your life, because then all it's going to do is just create resentment. You're gonna fucking hate each other. You see what I'm saying? One person's gonna hate you for feeling like you're getting too distant away from them and where they're at in their life because they're insecure, and the other person's gonna feel resentment towards you because they feel as if you're trying to hold them back from being everything they can be. You see? So if anybody, man or woman, says that to you, you're in that is a toxic relationship, and it will wear at you both. You'll have feelings of inadequacy on one side, and then you'll have feelings of resentment on the other side, both of which just is going to be non-stop fighting. God, that sucks. If anybody says that to you, you got to be like, all right, listen, maybe it's time for me to find somebody more suited to my new speed. Tough, but life's tough. How long have you lived in that house? A while. Hey, Nikki. Okay. Hello from Wisconsin. I like your cheese. Hello. Life is tough. That's what I'm saying. It is tough. And for people to be with or attempt to try to be with somebody that's not going to support you through the process of, like, I don't know, making something of yourself. God, can you imagine? You're already going out into the world. Okay, you're already going into battle. Okay, it's already hard as it is, right? And then you come home, and instead of having someone, I don't know, lick your wounds at night from the battle, you have somebody that just is another fight when you get home. A fight of resentment, of malcontent, of every little fucking win is actually just something that's taking away from the relationship itself. Could you imagine that? Could you imagine being entangled or dating or married to a person that's just fucking unsupportive? Could you imagine that? I would want to blow my fucking brains out. And some people are shackled to people like that, you know, and they're just handcuffed and they're just staying together because, you know, they got the kids and they're just waiting to get them through high school, and, you know, and just don't want to disrupt that and mess up their, make them grow up to be, you know, fucked up in some way. So you guys are just together in quiet resentment, just out of the spirit of staying together for the sake of the kids, just hate each other the whole fucking time. Could you imagine that? Could you imagine a life like that? I could see that plain as day, and it's a sad reality for most, and that sucks. So why would you want to be with somebody who's going to be like, oh well, I can't celebrate your wins because your success is driving us apart. Fuck that, and fuck you. Ugh. No way. Fuck that. Going out tonight. Yeah, no. I'm chilling. That was last night. I'm chilling today. Hello. Is this old? Hello from Wisconsin. I already said hello back to the Wisconian. I already said hello. I like your cheese, remember? Hi. Are you in a relationship guru? Look, to me, you don't need to be some sort of relationship guru. You just need to have some common fucking sense. Like, to me, that's just common sense. If you're with somebody that gives you shit every day for you being a success, or worse, you attempting to be a success. Here's the deal. There's a lot of you guys and girls that are out there wanting to make something of themselves are about to face a really difficult path. A really hard, grinding fucking journey that in most cases is insurmountable. Most of the time, you're gonna fail. Most of the time, you're gonna lose. It's already stacked against you. You're already going to lose. Okay? That's first and foremost. Let's just start there. Okay? So then, you're gonna be with somebody who's at home just bitter that you're even fucking trying, you know, just mad. And then they're like, every time you get a new client or make a little headway in your business or whatever the fuck you got going on, they're going to be like, oh, it's hard to celebrate your successes because this is driving a wedge between us. Your work is just so important to you that it's splitting us apart. So it's hard to celebrate your little wins. What the fuck? You know, how could you try to attempt to want to be with a person like that? You know? That just seems like it's already going to be a battle. It's already going to suck. It's just going to suck that much more if the person that, you know, is supposed to be your partner is at home making it harder for you. The fuck? I don't think you need to be a relationship guru to see that. To me, that just seems like common sense. You know? Like, why would you want to be with somebody that's just the worst? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, run. That's what I'm saying. Just, yeah, run. The fuck? Yeah, get the fuck out of there. Marriage is a partnership, a team. And I'm not even saying just marry. Can you imagine just... Because some people, here's the thing. Especially when you're young. Here's how most people end up together. They hooked up once, and since that's the person they most recently had sex with, then I guess we're dating now. And that sort of evolves into, well, I guess we're dating now, to, yeah, that's my girlfriend. Oh, well, we've been dating for 2-3 years. Well, I guess I should ask her to marry me, you know, and then you guys get engaged. I guess we should get married, so let's get engaged. And then they go from, well, we've been engaged for a couple of years, time to set the date and work towards, you know, instead of marriage. And basically, they didn't choose a partner at all. They just sort of like fell into this relationship simply because it was the last person to touch their genitalia. And now they're together, and it just evolved into marriage. You see, it wasn't a selection, as it were. It was just, oops, we're here now, for most folks. And so people end up in relationships with people that aren't fucking compatible, or don't understand each other, or don't quite get it, or just, and it's not necessarily that they're either one of them smarter or better or whatever. It's more just a matter of conflicting of like mutual goals and understanding. You get what I mean? And so since they just sort of happen into this relationship, they sort of like end up in this position where they're like really entrenched with one another. They're on the mortgage, and they got the lights bills, and they got a child maybe. All because of just a happenstance. You get what I'm saying? There wasn't a selection process in there. We just sort of fell into this shit. And so because of that, people end up in these relationships, and they've sort of created these like mental blocks, and they end up being with people way too fucking long. They're far longer than they should be together. And then they have to fight with them motherfucking always. And then then one of them says, I'm tired of living the way I'm living. I want to go do something with my life. I want to get back out into the world and be somebody, yeah? And then they go and deal with that struggle, and make no mistake, it's a struggle. They go and deal with that struggle, and then the person that you're just happen to be with, that's not really a selection, you just sort of fell into it, is now at home just giving you shit. Because you're striving to be a success. Oh, it's hard to celebrate your wins because your success is driving us apart. Like, that's fucking terrible. You're getting attacked on all fronts with no support system. You would have to have a will of iron to get through that shit, being attacked on all sides. You know what I'm saying? That's first wife behavior. You need to be supportive, man. And if you're not able to be supportive of somebody, then just don't fucking be with them. How about that? And if you're not being supported by the people that you're with, unless you're doing something that's absolutely detrimental to yourself, I'm not saying go become a compulsive gambler and they should be supportive of that or something. So you start doing hard drugs. I'm not saying do that. I am saying though that if you're trying, and you're learning and calibrating and improving, and you don't have somebody at home that supports you, then you're fucking wasting your time. You get what I'm saying? And it's worse than wasting your time. It's actually detracting from your potential success. You could be way more successful if you didn't have some harpy bitch and I don't mean that by as a woman. I mean men or women that are just at home nagging your ass for trying. Who would want to be with somebody like that? Man or a woman? God damn it. That sucks. So you ask if that's toxic? Yes. Yes, it is. It is so toxic, and it will lead to a life of misery. So choose carefully. Tell me how you really feel. That's how I really feel. That's exactly how I really feel. Hey guys, what's up Instagram? I'm streaming over here on TikTok. They don't support your goals, they ain't the right one. Yeah, I know, but see the thing is I think that everybody in theory wants to support each other's goals. They go, oh yeah, I'm supportive, I did this and that. But then what happens is people get fearful and jealous. They see that their partner, whoever that is, man or woman, is sort of on the come up, like on the rise a little bit, and it creates, if they're not also on the rise a little bit, it creates sort of an insecurity inside of them. They go, oh shit, they're coming up in their life, I'm witnessing their life improve in this amazing way. And it starts to make that person who isn't improving feel insecure. You see, they get worried that they're going to elevate their life in such a way that there's no longer a place for them in their lives at all, you see. And so they start to get insecure, and where, again, everybody in theory is so supportive. Of course they are. Everybody is always in the right. Everybody is always the best person all the time. It's never what they do. It's always that things happen to them, and they just don't understand. That's how most people are. So what happens is that everybody says with their words that they're super supportive, but also vindictive at home because they're afraid that they're going to be replaced or they're going to feel inadequate in some way or whatever. And then they just become a harpy at home, just giving you shit all the time. For what? Being successful, trying, the fuck? You know what I'm saying? So people can't let that shit go because they feel as if their place in your life is firm. And when it feels that it's no longer firm, starting to get a little shaky, what I thought was a concrete existence is now a bit tumultuous after all. They start to come out in interesting ways, and they start saying dumb shit like that your success is driving a wedge between us, stuff like that, or sort of take these little digs at you for improving your life, you know. Where's your boyfriend? I'm straight. Can you do that shake again? Maybe. That's their problem then. They should fix themselves in the first place if they're insecure. Yeah, that's the thing. But that's the problem with that is that so many people are insecure. You see what I mean? And they don't even fucking realize it. And it takes a good hard look at yourself to sort of get over your own inadequacies and not sort of apply them to others or create big chinks in your armor when dealing with other people, particularly in relationships. It takes a big person to do that, and it's not easy. So everybody thinks that they're not insecure. Everybody thinks they're the most supportive, most caring, most loving, whatever. And those are oftentimes the very culprits, exactly the people I'm talking about. Do you understand? That's why life's a bit more complicated. But what I am saying, though, is if you're striving for something and you have somebody at home just chiseling away at you, just all the time giving you shit for trying, then you're gonna have a hard time succeeding, and it's not good for you to deal with that at home. Yeah, they're insecure, messy relationship. Everyone thinks they're a catch. That's for true. That's for true. I'm sorry, I can't see anymore. Hang on. I saw a tail. Yeah, my dog Max is walking around here somewhere. Any books for seduction or confidence? Just come to my live streams, bro. I will teach you. School of the hard knocks. I will show you the way. But yeah, DM me on Instagram. I can help you out. But listen to me. I'll give you the answers. I promise you. I've seen couples work through this and become super strong. Each person just needs to communicate. Yeah, exactly. Well, here's the deal. If you're shackled to each other, if you've already made a vow amongst, in front of all your friends, family, and God, then, it is what it is. You need to work through it, and it will be difficult. But that doesn't mean you shouldn't do it. But it will be difficult. Hello, Florida. No, I'm in Beverly Hills. How's it going, guys? Teach me. I will. Agreed. It's hard to be successful if someone's cutting you down constantly and they're supposed to be lifting you up. Exactly right. Exactly right. Anyway, so happy Labor Day weekend. Some of you guys don't have to go to work tomorrow. That's dope. Good for you. Others do. So, it's still date night, I think. It's a little early. Are you religious? I was raised religious, but I wouldn't say I'm religious now exactly. I mean, maybe. I don't know. It's kind of deep in your blood and your bones and your psyche. Even if you vehemently deny it, it's still kind of in you, whether you like it or not. It's kind of in your bones. You too. Thank you. What's up from Australia? What religion were you raised? I was raised as actually really interesting, but mostly Southern Baptist. So it's like Christian, but Southern Baptist is like the denomination. Just because I guess that was popular in the local area, That's how it happens mostly. Hi from DC. I spent some time in DC. Love listening to you. Much better. What's much better? But yeah, thank you. I try on these lives. I mean, it's also sort of who I am. But, I try. Dating is like a gift bag. Seems great, but it's a bunch of shit you don't need. That's true. Yeah, but being lonely is not dope either. So, there's a balance, just like with anything else. You have to find people that support you in your life. That can be men or women, really, to be honest. It doesn't really have to be a romantic thing. Romantic is like better if you want to have children and all that stuff, but you can have a super awesome support system of like friends and like multiple people in your life that you can have. Thanks for the gifts, guys. Does he have a degree in something? Yes, I have a degree in mathematics. I'm less lonely single. I like that. That's like a rap bar. That's dope. That's a really cool thing to say. You said a really interesting thing. I'm less lonely single. I like that. I'm gonna take a screenshot of that. That's dope. I'm gonna give you credit on that one. Who said that? Raven? That's cool. Haha. Because that's the thing. That's kind of the dark, nasty side of this, is that you could be, with somebody, you could have a husband or a wife or whatever, whom you're with, you have a family that surrounds you and all that stuff, but be incredibly lonely and isolated. You can be alienated even in a family, you see. So in some cases, you might be less lonely single. Nice, Raven. That was a good one. You like math, huh? Name every number. Yeah, that's funny. I actually just sort of fell into math. Math and physics, actually. I was sort of good at it. I just happened to be good at it, so I just kept doing it. Next thing you know, I had a degree. And I was working as an engineer in aerospace for a long time. I moved to the business side of that because I was better with people. I'm good at the techs and the engineering side, but I'm much better at dealing with people and not being like a nerdy engineer, So I was kind of a good bridge between the two. Moved into the business side of things for a long time before I quit, started my own thing. But that was an interesting thing. But I just sort of fell into the math stuff. Hello. Have a more symmetrical blank. I do agree with the theory of the Fibonacci sequence, is that the Fibonacci sequence is like as I would say, is more like a conspiracy theory, but it's just it's not really. It's like ancient Hermeticism, actually. As above, so below shit. So it's like it is a sequence that is present at all levels and at every magnitude in the universe, kind of deal. I know what the Fibonacci sequence is, but it's also present in all forms, like from the very microscopic level all the way to the very macro level. It seems to be something. Are you drinking Coca-Cola? No, this is bubbly. Cherry bubbly. They're not sponsoring me, though they should. Yeah, awesome. Yeah, I know. Is it better to be supported by one girl or on surface level is it better to be supported by one girl or surface level, I guess you mean to say surface level support, with a bunch of girls? Lots of girls can support and love and deal with you in a different way. Everybody's different. Their way of showing it is different too. So it just depends. Some people want it one way, some people want another, and maybe it depends on where they're at in their life. I think when you're young, you should date around. It's important to kind of get a grip on what it is you want, and more importantly, what it is you don't want. So to get a grip on all those things, and then use those lessons to carry with you into, the next chapter of your life. I'm over dating. Yeah, well, it can certainly be discouraging because it's hard and it's not easy and there's a lot of chaos and there's people's opinions and things don't exactly mesh well, and you don't always get along with everybody, even though you're hopeful. And there's all these things, and then sometimes you're interacting with people and you swear to God, it's just so they think and are so different from you. They're not necessarily wrong, though. To you, they might be. In your world, they might be. Sorry, you guys hear that? It's a plane. INTJ. Last time I took that, but I'm sure it's different now. Dating is exhausting nowadays. Dating has always been exhausting. It's always been like a challenging thing for people to deal with in their life. It's quite a. It's only like, because like I was saying, it's like you'll just meet people that whom your personalities don't exactly match, or like there's just so many things. You don't have to match personalities either, but you'll just have people that you get along with, and you have people that you don't, and then that's it. Like just the way it is. And both parties think that they're right and they're smart, and then the opposition, the other person is like the dumb one, and like there's a problem with them. But maybe they're right relative to them. There is a problem with them. You get what I mean? So it's like it all shakes out in the end. But going through it is certainly like an interesting thing to go through, and you'll have wins, you'll have losses. You'll laugh, you'll cry, you'll love, whatever. But you'll go through all of these things, and it's sort of it's mostly disappointing, except when it isn't. And when it isn't, it's dope. It's fun when you stop overthinking it and just have fun. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I mean, I think a 7-year relationship and dating literally scares me. Yeah, but again, there's adventure to it. You'll get the hang of it. Just get back out there. What are your thoughts on online dating? It's the most common form of dating now. I mean, online. What is online? I mean, you can DM. If you DM somebody, is that online dating? You don't know anything. You're starting from scratch. You look at pictures of the internet. You slide up in their DMs. Whatever they reply, they don't reply. Whatever. It's all the same shit. It's all online, basically. And nowadays, because of the internet, because of Instagram or whatever, even if you meet somebody in person, a lot of dating is like strategic manipulation of your own social media. It's like posting the story, just making sure that they see. Some girls are like adding people to their close friends and like showing to them, pretending it's just for them. There's all these, it's all of it's kind of online, whether we like it or not these days. That's boring, I know, but it's the way it is. I don't trust online dating. What if it's a scam? Like I said, though, it's all kind of online dating. It's all online dating. It's the world we live in now, guys, so get used to it. It's all online dating. Scary, yes. It's always scary. It can be. Are you single? Are you hitting on me? Scary and true, sad. Yeah, it is. It is. It can be. You're handsome. Thank you. Good days and bad, though. Hi, I heard a cricket's really relaxing. Yeah, I am in the nature out here. Hello from the Philippines. Ecuador, hello. Put his finger down if you ever wear Speedos. I have worn Speedos, not lately, but I have. Where are you from? I'm from Charleston, but I live in LA. You're eating mac and cheese? Oh, speaking of eating, my food just got here. So that's my time, gents and ladies and gents. I need to get back to it. I'm gonna eat a pizza, maximum gluten. Okay, thanks guys. We'll see you guys next time. I will be on tomorrow. Bye-bye.